Hi everyone, and welcome to Unit 1. In this video we're going to be doing an overview of Unit 1, and it'll take a little longer for this one specifically because we're going to go over each of the files in here in just a little more detail. In the future units it's just going to be much quicker, what's due, when, go, go, go. So first thing you're going to see when you get in here actually will be this video. But then you're going to see this little overview which has your our class meetings one. It has the due dates for the written homework, the computer homework, and the projects on here. So you can kind of see those in here. Then listed here are all the due dates. Your computer practice, your written homework, your quick quizzes, and your project. So I'll go through each of these individually, each type here individually in just a second. This information then, the actual assignments, are going to be down here in these folders. This will be the same structure every time. In here you've got your videos, readings, and activities. So this is what you are actually studying. These three are your actual assessments for what you're studying. So let's go into here and see what's in here. So you get into this first folder, and the first thing you see are the activities. So each week we'll have an activity. Almost every week we'll have an activity, and basically what this is it's a document that has some problems, a little bit of explanation, not a ton, but some problems on it, and they're basically like problems for you to try before, during, and after you have done the reading, watch the videos. So just as an example, I'm going to click into this one. Let's open it up. It's a Word document. Alright, let's make that bigger. Let's get in here. And so this says, try to attempt these problems before we meet on 01/22. If you don't get them all, you don't understand them all, we're going to go through this, so it's okay. But it's good for you to try them, to see where you're at, then go to the readings, see if it gives you any help, watch the videos, come back, try them again, and then we'll go over them together in class. The way these will work is there'll be questions here, and then depending on the problem, sometimes you'll have a hint, and then I'll also give you the answer. But they're blacked out here. All you have to do to get to this is you just highlight. You can highlight everything if you want, but yeah, anyway is fine. And then you go up to this little highlighter and do no color and see how it pops up. Okay, and then same with the answer. You can no color. Ooh, look, I got the pop up. So try these out. Go through the study guide, which we'll open up in just a second. Look this over. Then, once you've gone through that, you're feeling okay with these, or you're just saying, all right, I've tried that enough, let's try some new problems. You keep going in the little lecture guide, you try these problems out. Same idea. Okay, so the week one activity is part of what we're going to be doing in class together. So you've got an idea just immediately, you know, before class even happens, what are we going to be working on? And they're just extra problems for you to practice once you have kind of looked through the study guide, or if you just want to try these out to see where you're at, that's fine too. So there's one for the percentages in week one, then we've got one on units and rates. So we've got our two activities. Then what we have are the actual videos and readings, the real meat of what you're going to go through. And so for each topic in this class, there is a study guide. And what this study guide is, it's just kind of like an overview of the topic, just what are the big pieces that we're going to talk about with examples. Okay, so I'll open up this first one. So I'm going to click here. Again, it's a Word doc, so let's open that Word doc up. And this has a percentages overview. So it's going to talk about how we're thinking about percentages. I've got some examples here, right? It then goes into a little more detail in one of the other pieces of this topic. Percent increase, decrease. Again, there's some explanations. I'm doing examples here. Boom, 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 boom. This last one asks you to do some thinking before class, and we will discuss the answer. So you'll be looking for stuff like that too. Okay? So you start here. You can look at our overview, right? You check this out. You try some of these examples. You try some on the activity. You know, you need more. Of course, that's fine. There is more. You go here and you check out the different videos, the different other documents that I've posted. other websites where, oh, maybe this Math is Fun website, it's been so long, I haven't done percentages. What does that even mean? Here's a website that goes over to describe what's 100% mean, 50%, what does 5% mean? And so, it's just all these different resources that give you different ways of looking at things. You just have to find what things work best for you. Okay? So we've got a lot of resources here. Find what you feels good, stick with it. Same for the units and the unit conversion with the rates. Boom, we're right here. We've got our study guide, the video of me going through the study guide, which will be posted before class starts, and then just some other work here. Some other readings you can look at, more practice problems, videos, tons of extra resources if you need them. And then finally, some intro to Excel videos where, in these videos, it goes through each thing I'm going to ask you to do in Excel, at least to kind of get started. So this right here, this is all your resources. You go through these, and then while you're going through them, or you can just go through them and then after work on these next things. How you do that is up to you. You've got, we'll start with the computer practice. The computer practice, if you look in here, you see 2 assignments and their due dates. The first one's percentages. These are just problems. Here's the problem, you type in your answer. Here's a problem, you type in your answer. Here's a problem, you type in your answer. So kind of standard computer practice. Okay? So make sure you kind of check that out. You go through those. All right. Then we'll go to the written homeworks and projects folder. Again, here's your written homeworks, which all the due dates are laid out. So make sure you check those out. And here are the documents for your project. The one thing you have to think about here that's kind of extra is I'm asking you to use a certain format on how you save. So please just pay attention to that. It's your last name, underscore, the assignment name, so written homework 1, written homework 2, project, and then math, M-A-T, this is the shorthand we use for math here, 109. So M-A-T 109. For example, written homework 1, I would save it, Bolduc, written homework 1, math 109. Okay, so that's how I would save my files. All right, so let's say you've done it. You did written homework 1, great. What do you do with that Word doc? You go here, click in, you can start it, upload the file. You click choose file, you grab that file, you upload it, submit, you're all done. Okay, so this is how you'll submit all these written homeworks and projects. All right, so hopefully that's not too bad to kind of see. Just come back and you can reference this later if you need it. Lastly are this quizzes, which I should say quick quizzes, which I'll have to fix. You go into here, you don't see anything yet. I'll show you what it'll look like when it's ready. So these will pop up the day of class. This is our Friday class, that next Monday, the next Friday. Okay? You are going to answer a single question for each of these, just quick, one question that relates to what we did in class that day. So this is my kind of litmus test for you. Where are you with that material right there? We're going to have a ton of these throughout the semester, so there will be drops. And it's just a really quick, nice way for me to tell how you're doing. You get this right, I'm feeling okay, pretty confident that you don't need any extra push, you don't need any extra resources. We don't need to meet on this subject probably. If you can't get this and there's a limited number of tries on here, I put it at 5, so you hit 5, you can't get it, you tried all these different things, we got to work on that. So that tells you, okay, I've got to focus on this. It tells me that's what you need to focus on. So very low stakes. Each one of these is a tiny fraction of your overall grade. So just do your best on them, and if you don't get them, you don't get it right, that tells you I got to work on rates, I got to work on units, I got to work on percentages. Okay? And that's it. So that's Unit 1. I've talked enough about this. If you have any questions, let me know. It's going to take us a little while to get into this, so don't worry, right? It's going to be a little bit as we're going through to kind of get used to this format and everything. So please just ask questions if you're not sure where something is. But once we get into the hang of it, I think it won't be too bad to deal with.